What's up guys, my name is Sacred. Welcome to my first tutorial, I guess you can call this. Now keep in mind, I'm a self-taught musician. I still don't really know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just an idiot on a computer. But I feel like I can teach you a few things. So in this video, I'm going to try and teach you how to make some doom step. I think that's what it's called. That heavy metal dubstep type stuff from the game Doom, obviously. And yeah, we're going to attempt to create some of that today. Alright, so here we are in FL Studio. I'm going to be using three plugins: Contact, 5, Nexus, and VPS Avenger. I've already got Shreddage 2 in here because it takes a while to load it up. This is the guitar we're going to be using. It's quite good. Nexus I'll probably use for some of the effects and stuff like that. And VPS is the main driving plugin, as it has a expansion called Doomstep, which is very fitting. It's a ton of fun to play around with, so that's what we're going to be doing. So we'll probably use this as a starting sound. I'm going to drop this down maybe 120, and then I'm going to drop this down to here. Alright, I like where that sits, so we'll use this one. Now there is a sound in here that I'm going to extract out by muting some of the other ones. It's like they're multi-layered, so there's a ton of different sounds in here. I'm going to turn some of them off because there's a really high synth sound that I want to get out of there, so I'm going to make this here first. So we'll drag this on for about 4. I can hear that high synth in there as well, but I kind of like where that is. But I don't want the other sounds when I'm using it on a higher note. So let's see if I can get rid of these. I'm not sure which sound it is, actually. It's not the bass. I don't think we really need any of these. I think it is just the strange synth. Oh, wait. No, maybe it was one of these. Oh, okay. Might not be that at all. Let me get rid of this one. Alright, so that's the sound I wanted. That sounds very Doom-like already. Make this a unique pattern and we'll change it up a bit. And then I want that to go lower. Alright, I'm happy with that. So for this, we're going to start with some cutoff. Let me see what that sounds like on... Alright, so we'll chuck this in here. Okay. That's pretty good. I'm going to add I like using the effector for cutoff and stuff. I use this for pretty much everything. I just got used to using it. Create an automation clip, and then I'm not sure how many patterns I want to have it on. Maybe we'll just do 8 bars. We'll do it for 16. And I'm also going to put this sound in here as well. Whoops, I didn't mean to mute everything. So it doesn't matter. We don't use them yet anyway. All right, I'm going to do the same thing with the cutoff. Let's create an automation clip here. We'll do it for the 16 as well. But also, I'm going to play with the panning. Alright, so when it comes into the start of the second build-up part, it's going to come back to 50%, which is level in the headphones. So it goes all the way up to from like the left and the right, and then back down to where it's even in both. We want it to start getting a little bit more aggressive. So we'll have the same melodies. And here also is where we could actually open up some of the effects in VPS itself. So like the bass tone, here it's in the intro, it's like down here. So we can go to the parameters, click on that. I think it's macro 1 and then create automation clip. It should be. Now I can bump this all the way up to give it some more life. So it'll be off, and then when it hits here, it turns on. So it'll be off on the introduction part, and then as soon as it hits here, it'll boost it all the way on. If you don't want it that aggressive, you can always, bring it in subtly. Alright, I'm going to start mucking around with some drums as well. VPS comes with some pretty cool drum kits, depending on what expansions you get. So let's see. There's a lot of doom step type ones in here. Alright, let's chuck this on here. Alright, so we've got it set to A, so we'll use the same one. Oh, let's put it back on number 1 for a start. That way it lines up a little bit better. These, I believe, have bass notes in them too. Yeah, it's got a bass line. It's also got some synths in there as well. I didn't notice that. Alright, so the drums are a little bit too strong there. Let's see what the cutoff here sounds like. Alright, we'll use that cutoff because that's pretty good actually. I didn't expect it to be quite as effective. So we'll drag this one up as well to... Should it be all the way on? I'm assuming yes. So right here, we'll have the drums fade out. And then just have the synth. And then I'm going to have some more aggressive drums. Let's see what other drum loops I have here. I'm kind of hoping there's a more dubstep type one. That's pretty cool actually. Alright, so we can make our own pattern. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. We can always, clone that a bunch of times to separate each drum element into its own section. It makes it easier to, well, I prefer to do it that way when I'm, mixing the sounds. Let's take some low end out. I'm going to give that a little bit of reverb as well. Okay. So that's a basic drum pattern. You can go crazy if you want to, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to keep it pretty simple. All right, we're going to copy this and then we'll paste it in here. I didn't mean to select that. Whatever. All good. Why is that doing that? You're supposed to be online. There we go. Alright, so now you can get your kick and sidechain to the tracks that you want it to be sidechained to. Let's input the fruity limiter. We'll go compressor and then we'll select that kick, which in this case is the VPS Avenger 5. Depends how strong you want the compressor to be, obviously. So we'll link it to both of these. So you can have pretty crazy compression. We don't want it to do anything too drastic. All right, so I'm going to copy these notes and then let's have some fun with the shreddage plugin. So we'll just copy these in here. Wait, did I select those? Have I got them? No, I don't think I did. Right. So there's a few presets in here we can play with. I'm not sure which one I normally use. That's obviously too high, so we'll go Control A and then move it down. Alright, so for this, we're going to make the guitar melody. And we'll drag these down, making some palm mute effects. Is that in the same key? Probably not. What's VPS set to? Okay. So we'll have to change this. Alright, there's our guitar. Or at least the first part of the guitar. I normally layer a couple in, and then we want to have this one doing the same thing. So we'll go number 12, in case we want to change it up a little bit. And once again, I'm going to have to Control A. I think I moved that down twice. And let's do that process again of painting everything in here. Now we don't have to use that particular preset, we can change it up a little bit. I just wanted to get a good start. It's a little bit quiet in my headphones, so I'm going to go ahead and open up the master thing that I've got here. Just make it a bit louder. Alright, so the delay on this is quite strong, so we'll turn that down a bit. I don't want it to be too much. That's good. Alright, now this... we're going to go and find a more Doom type synth. I know this expansion has one. Let's see if I can find it here. It should be in leads. Alright, that's obviously way too loud, but we'll turn that down. Just deleted a bunch of stuff by accident. Whoops. So that one's pretty doomish. I think there's another one too. That's the one I'm thinking of. All right, so here you can, what we could do is bring in some gross beat. This is another plugin that I have to pay for because I absolutely love this plugin. All right, so we'll turn the volume on here for this part. And then for the rest of the track, we don't need it on. So we'll just put it in here, make this unique so it doesn't change the one we want to keep. Once again, we'll make it unique and then just drag it backwards. So it'll only come in here. Also here, we can make that part of the melody go up in the cutoff. So I'll just drag this up. Actually, hold on. Before I do that, I'll clone this, make that one unique, and I can drag that up. We can also add some crashes if we want to. Not really sure what kind of crash we're going to use. I'm just going to use a temporary one. All right, let's go in here and make this none real quick so we can just extend that to where we want to keep it. Put it back to line. I should be able to paint it all the way across. All right, now what we'll do is copy these notes and let's go to Nexus. We'll use the factory presets base and we'll go basic sine. Is there reverb on there? Yes, we'll get rid of that. Let's open up my bass thing here, just make it a little bit quicker for me. All right, we'll sidechain that to the bass as well. All right, now we can start playing around with some effects, which we're going to probably use a bit of Avenger and maybe a bit of Nexus as well. We'll see what happens. All right, I haven't really gone through most of these. They might only go for, I think they might only go for 8. Okay, so that one only goes for 8 bars, but that's all right. We can add another effect to come in afterwards. We'll make this unique. We'll clone that one again. See what other sounds we can find here. Maybe like a hit. We'll have that effect come in here as well. Yeah, that's starting to sound more Doom-like. Alright, we might get another effect in here. What have we got? Is there any vocals in here? Ooh. I'm going to extend that for the full 16, except for maybe that last one here. Alright, we'll go back to another effect. I think there was an uplifter here. Maybe. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's add... I was hoping there'd be like some sort of monster scream or growl or something like that, but I don't know if there is. That would have been pretty awesome. This might work too. I'm going to save this as Doom Tut 1. I hope we don't lose anything. I should have saved that ages ago, but whoops, my bad. There we go, it's saved. All right, let's listen to it from the start to finish. Alright, there you have it. That's how you make Doom Step in FL Studio. It's a pretty basic track, you know, there's a lot more stuff you could do, but I wanted to keep it, you know, not too long and give you the overall idea on how to do it. This is how I've made my Doom tracks in the past. The 2 Doom remixes I used these sounds exactly to do that. So yeah, hopefully this gives you a bit of an idea on how you can do it. It helps if you have these type of sounds, but you know, you can get creative and do it your own way. Thank you guys so much for watching. If this did help, let me know. Leave a comment. Hit that like button if you enjoyed. Smash that subscribe button if you're new around here. I'll be doing more tutorials on other genres and stuff like that. And yeah, like I said, I'm not a trained musician. I've just mucked around on my own for years. And you know, I've got a pretty good idea on how to do stuff. But I'm still learning every day. You know, you never stop learning. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace. I don't even know why I did that, to be honest.